Everyone in Star Trek who beat the Borg. The Borg Collective are one of the most fearsome enemies in the Star Trek franchise. But a handful of heroic Starfleet crews have managed to defeat them and defy assimilation. First introduced in Star Trek: The Next Generation Season 2, the Borg became the deadliest threat to Starfleet and the Federation in almost a century. The threats from the Borg Collective and Star Trek Deep Space Nine's dominion meant that the mid-24th century was an extremely difficult time for Starfleet. The Borg and the Dominion would later pool their resources in Star Trek Picard Season 3 in a last-ditch attempt to eradicate their mortal enemies. However, once again the Borg were defeated, thanks to the heroic efforts of Admiral Jean-Luc Picard, Patrick Stewart, and the crew of the USS Enterprise D. While Picard's battles with the Borg Collective are the most notable encounters in Star Trek history, he's far from the only one to have defeated Starfleet's most fearsome enemy. Things were looking bleak for Starfleet and the crew of the USS Enterprise D in Star Trek The Next Generation's game-changing Season 3 cliffhanger, the best of both worlds. Assimilated by the Borg, Picard led a devastating assault on the Federation's defenses in the Battle of Wolf 359, which claimed around 11,000 lives. The Borg's next target was the assimilation of Earth, unless acting Captain William T. Riker, Jonathan Frakes, and the crew of the Starship Enterprise could find a solution. Distracting Locutus Borg Cube with a surprise Enterprise saucer separation, Riker sent Lieutenant Commander Data, Brent Spiner, and Lieutenant Worf, Michael Dorn, to retrieve the assimilated Picard. Once Locutus was back aboard the Enterprise, Data and Dr. Beverly Crusher, Gates McFadden, set about using Picard's connection to the Collective to locate a weakness. With the help of a clue from the struggling Picard, Data connects to the Borg's regeneration subroutine and effectively puts them to sleep. The resulting feedback loop meant that the Borg cube self-destructed, saving the Earth. The Borg Collective's next major assault on Earth occurred in Star Trek First Contact, in which they sought to change the course of human history. Pursuing the Borg back in time to 2063, Picard and the crew of the Enterprise E